I'm looking through all of this and where this is going to put us, because we're having a lot of people coming in as liberators, but at the end of the day, they don't do the liberation. I find that the only president in Africa, in the whole of Africa, who has ever done something that's a little sustainable was Muammar Gaddafi. The only man in Africa who has ever lived with his population, maintained them, sustained them, and controlled them. There's no other president that has done that. And if there's any of you out there who thinks by someone becoming president is going to feed the nations, is going to school you, is going to house you, is going to do anything for you, you're wrong, you know. The only countries that do these kind of things are countries that have very less population. Take an example of Nigeria, which by 2050 has articulations that it will be having a population of around 450 million. So how does the president come and give free things to all these people? I looked through the Burkina Faso coup, and the young president was talking ill about the West. He was trying to talk good about the Russian country, you know. But what we forget is whatever country that is not Africa is never going to do good for Africa unless you have a different way you're going to push this. The pushing people are doing, I support it. I would support the pushing in the name of bargaining. Like he said he's not going to give other stuff to other countries. But at the end of the day, we have the gold, we have diamonds, we have uranium, we have all of this. So what he said is he's not going to give it to the West. But at the end of the day, he said he's planning to give it to Russia. So Russia is still part of the West. You know. They say a devil you know is better than an angel you don't know, you know. So whenever we are approaching these angels we don't know, we need to know that they have their own plans. Africa is never going to be one, because if you look at the countries in the north, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, look at the countries in the west, Nigeria, Cameroon, all those. Look at the countries in the east, that's Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, and look at the countries in the south. First, we need to get that divisionary off, you know. Another thing that's killing Africa is religion. We imported all kinds of religions from everywhere. Right now you go to Africa where a brother cannot speak to a brother because of different religions. A brother is going to kill another brother because of different religions, you know. These are things we need to work on fast, you know. There's a law we've imported that's bullshit. Like, it doesn't really put us anywhere. So the first thing we have to do is clear our minds on that, you know. There are things we can work without. We can work without religion. This I'm telling you as a fact. We have to look at working with these people, not working off these people or working with all these people. Give them what they need. Let them give us what we need. So all this talk from all angles of we won't give you this, we won't give you this, we should use it as an advantage of bargaining. So we can get more from them like they do to get more from us. And we can have a level of balance, but no one should come telling you that there's a time when we are not going to work with other countries. Countries work with other, because during those times when Africa was a dark continent, we could work alone because our major issue was food. We could go hunting, we could do some, you know, traditional food. We could stay without food sometimes, you know. I'm looking at both the opposition party and I'm looking at the present parties. And at the end of the day, I look at them from the head to toe. From head to toe, they're having on imported clothing. From what they have on the head, the shirts, the money, the wallets, the shoes, everything is importing. So to me, I find this so shaming that you can stand in front of masses and speak against people who are feeding you, who are dressing you, who you're speaking in their own language. For instance, right now I'm speaking in English. You get it? This is not our language. If we don't have a language that's going to be commonly and we don't press it to be used, then at the end of the day, we are still being used. So if you cannot work on a language, so how are you going to work on sustainability? We have to look at working with these people, not working off these people or working with all these people. Give them what they need. Let them give us what we need. So all this talk from all angles of We won't give you this, we won't give you this. We should use it as an advantage of bargaining. So we can get more from them like they do to get more from us. And we can have a level of balance, but no one should come telling you that there's a time when we are not going to work with other countries. Countries work with other, because during those times when Africa was a dark continent, we could work alone because our major issue was food. We could go hunting, we could do some, traditional foods with money. We don't have our own money. The only person that was going to make us have our own money was a person who was slaughtered in front of all these presidents who are talking nonsense right now. I'm pretty sure everybody right now trying to convince Africa that something is going to be done was there looking and did nothing when Gaddafi was being slaughtered. And he was slaughtered, and that was the end of it. So everybody is now riding on that. They're all riding on that because they know this is good music to people's ears. But watch what people are doing.